everybody, so this is going to be an update video. I have makeup on because I went to a birthday party and I figured I'd make a video while I look decent. So this is going to be an update video. I can't remember when the last time I made a video, but it's been a long time. I think at least a year, maybe a year and a half. So I finished OT school. I went on my field work. Long story short, I didn't pass my first half of my field work. So they split it up from like 3 months here, 3 months somewhere else. So I didn't pass my first field work, and I had to make it up, essentially. And the reason why I didn't pass my first one is the CI, clinical instructor, whoever you want to call her, she didn't pass me. I think because we were just not on the same page. We just didn't mesh well together. She had expectations for me that I wasn't aware of until my very last day. I think she wanted me to do her job for her, and that just wasn't happening. But I passed my other two. So I finished my last field work. It was the end of October of last year. And then I took a month-ish. Yeah, it was about a month to study for my test. I took my test in December of last year. December, I think 3rd or 4th of last year. December 21st is when I found out my results for my boards, and I passed the first go, and I was so excited about that. I landed my first job at the end of December. I found a job. I started January 21st of this year. I work at a SNF, aka a nursing home, and that is insane to say the least. There's a lot of stuff that goes on that essentially I don't really agree with, but it kind of is what it is. There's people on caseload that shouldn't be on caseload. I moved. I was in the Midwest, and I will just say what state I was in because I've been keeping it a secret for a while. So I went to school in Nebraska, and I was in Nebraska/Iowa for a while, for 4-ish years. And so I moved from Nebraska to the East Coast. I'm not gonna say what state, but in the South, and it's not as cold as Nebraska, and I really enjoy it and I love it. I have an aunt and uncle that don't live too far from me, so that's nice. They live 2-ish hours away, so it's nice to be over here in this area in the South, and it's warmer down here, even though it's not warm today. It's like 39 degrees, but I'll take it. So I moved into my apartment of what you see right now, January 21st. It is currently December 21st. So as you can tell, I have some Christmas decorations up. I'm gonna go back home and spend time with my family here in a couple weeks, and I am looking forward to that rest and that break. So as far as job goes, I am planning to maybe the first of the year start really looking for another job. It's not that I don't like working with the older folks. I love my old people. I am planning on this big thing and it's gonna be hard being in a nursing home that doesn't observe holidays to take care of this big thing. So I'm looking for another job. I would ideally like school-based. They do get paid less, but I think right now, like, the less headache, the better. Not that I don't, like, I don't mind the paperwork of my job. I don't mind. I just don't, like, where I'm at, we could eval like 10 people in a week. And that's exhausting. And it's like people who just should not be on therapy. And it's just like this exhausting, like, circle, like a Ferris wheel that I just cannot get off of. Even if they're dying, I get told, well, death is not a diagnosis, Aaron. Well, they're dying, and we have to respect the dying process. And that is something that I don't like about this job, or not this job, but this, like, I guess this particular job is they do not, it's all money, it's all numbers. They do not recognize the dying process and how we as care providers have to respect that dying process. We cannot cure everybody. I don't have a magic wand that can take your stage 4 pressure wound and turn it to no pressure wound. I can't do that. So I am trying to be an advocate for people who need the therapy and who also do not need the therapy, because we have to respect the dying process. Big news. Big news. Big news coming 2020. So in September of this year, I decided to start the process of being a single mom by choice. And if you don't know what that means having kids without another partner, male partner, female partner, whatever, no other partner. So how would that happen? You could adopt, you could go that route, you could do foster adopt as a single person. That is possible. For me, I don't think right now I'm at that stage where I am able to, like, do that. But I do want to do single mom by choice via sperm donor, get pregnant via sperm donor. I tried 2 cycles of ICI, which is like in-home insemination, and they didn't work, partly because my ovulation is, or my cycles and my ovulation are kind of all over the place. Thursday of this month, or last week essentially, I went to a fertility clinic to talk about IUI. And I went to this clinic, and I made a separate video about that because I want to track my journey and I want to share that journey with y'all, and especially for people who are going through this process and this route without a partner. Because a lot of people that I watch on YouTube, like, they're going through IUI and stuff, but they have a partner. This is just you by yourself. So I think it would be helpful for other young women to have support and have that to look back on. So I made a video about all those details, so I won't get into that. But I went to see her, and I'm hoping to, I can start whenever, which I'm hoping to start next month. So as soon as my next cycle starts, I'm going to give them a call and start the process. So that's like the big exciting news that's going to be happening. There's other stuff in that other video that I explain about and I talk about, but I'm praying that, it all works out and that I can, finally be a mom. I have a ton of stuff that I've bought already, and I have a video about that I made maybe in the summertime. I can't remember, but I'll post it eventually. But I want to post this video up first because this is going to be like the main, like, update video about my life. Am I dating? No. Am I still talking to my ex? Here and there. It's not anything consistent. It's not anything that's productive, I guess. I still keep in contact with him, but like I said, it's not anything to write home about, okay? I'm at the stage of my life where I have accepted our issues, and I've accepted that we are where we are, and I can't say never, but I'm saying there's a possibility that we will never get back together. And I've accepted that. And it's just leaving people where they are. And sometimes you have to back away in order for people to kind of find themselves and realize certain things. Going back to work, I don't know how to describe my relationship with my coworker, one of my coworkers. He's a nice guy, super nice guy, but I know he likes me, and like I'm starting to get there. It takes me a while. Like I'm starting to get to the point where like I like him like that. Super nice guy, but so confusing. Oh my God. I thought my ex was confusing. He's the worst. So just super confusing. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we work together. He isn't in the same line of work as me. He is in the therapy team. But he's not like an authority figure or whatever. So, I mean, essentially, I don't think there's any rules of dating a coworker, but that would just get messy. that would just get messy. But he's confusing. He says like confusing things, and I don't have time for confusion. I really don't. And it's like, I just want people to be straightforward, you know? I want him to be straightforward with me. And, you know, apparently, like, I would like to, like, get to know him, like, outside of work and just, like, hang out as friends. Like, go somewhere neutral, hang out as friends, talk as friends. Because you can't really talk at work. I mean, you can, but we got productivity and it's just a mess. So I would like to meet outside of work and have conversation and, you know, go to lunch or go to dinner or something like that, you know, but nothing ridiculous. He did make me dinner for my birthday this year when I turned 31. So I'm 31, everybody. I went to his house and he made me dinner, and that was like the only time like we hung out outside of work. And it was nice. It was really nice. I was only there for like 3 hours. It was nice. It was nice hanging out with him and getting to know him like outside of work, because people are different at work than they are outside of work, I feel like. So I want to get to know him outside of work. But he was telling me today, he said something about it being, but he's skeptical. I'm like, what is that? What does that even mean? He's like, I would like to hang out too, but I'm skeptical because we work together. Do you not trust yourself? I trust myself. I told him, I'm like, I'm not a one night stand type of person. I get attached very easily, and I view sex very intimate, to the point where I don't like talking about it just in general, because I feel like it's very intimate between you and that other person. So I'm not a one night stand type of person at all. And I don't know what he thinks. Maybe he sees something that I'm just not seeing, I guess. But anyway, so I think that is all I have to update on. If you want more details about my IUI process and the details and all the information that I received at my appointment consultation, I will put that after this video, because I needed to make this video before I post the other one. I would love to welcome in a child this coming year, like 2020. Like, what a cool birthday. When were you born? 2020. Like, awesome, right? So anyway, that is my update. And if you have any questions about anything, you want to know something, leave them down below and I will get to them as soon as I can. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles.